Russia warns of response if NATO moves nuclear forces closer.
Here's a summary of the article.
Moscow will take adequate precautionary measures if NATO deploys nuclear forces and infrastructure closer to Russia's border. Russian news agencies quoted Deputy Foreign Minister Alexander Grushko as saying on Saturday. He also reiterated the Kremlin's earlier statement that Moscow's response to NATO's possible expansion will depend on how close the alliance moves military assets toward Russia and what infrastructure it deploys. Finland's plan to apply for NATO membership, announced on Thursday, and the expectation that Sweden will follow, would bring about the expansion of the Western military alliance that Russian President Vladimir Putin aimed to prevent. Tanks of the Ukrainian armed forces drive during military drills at a training ground near the border with Russian-annexed Crimea in Kherson region, Ukraine, in this handout picture released by the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine Press Service November 17, 2021. Kherson region to join Russian Federation? The Russian-imposed military-civilian administration in Ukraine's Kherson region said it will ask Russia to include it in the Russian Federation, the British Defence Ministry said on Saturday. If Russia carries out an accession referendum in Kherson, it will almost certainly manipulate the results to show a clear majority in favour of leaving Ukraine, Britain said in a regular Twitter bulletin. The key to putting more pressure on Russia is to ban or phase out buying Russian oil, with EU member states expected next week to reach an agreement on the issue even if it remains opposed by Hungary.
This post received a score of 19,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Doesn't Russia have nuclear warheads in Kaliningrad? That's basically behind NATO eastern border. You can't get closer than that.
Question: if Sweden and Finland join NATO, will Russia even be able to provision Kaliningrad?
I think there's a narrow international shipping lane between them.
You have to get past Finland and Estonia for that. No, there are international waters between Finland and Estonia.
And the long way around if that fails.
What are they gonna do? Invade a sovereign country and start killing civilians?
Greater than what are they gonna do? They'll come kill your grandmother and steal toilets. That's what Russia does.
Oh no, not my toilets.
Say goodbye to your toaster and dishwasher as well.
Joke's on you. I don't have a dishwasher.
What, no children? One of my dad's favorite jokes about why we didn't have one. On a serious note, Russia stole a F-load of Ukrainian children, bussed them into Russia and distributed them to selected families. Let us not forget how majorly effed up that is. It's like modern-day Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom shit. But for real, may the Russian regime die a slow economic death. Who the F would want to support or interact with them in any at this point? Let the children go and wash your own effing dishes.
Modern-day Janissary shit is what it is. Hopefully the kids will learn the truth one day.
They know. It's how they intend to keep and hold the territory. They are scum.
They're called ICBMs for a reason. Fixed it.
Right? Don't need to move shit. It's just whether or not you have a minute or two of warning.
The launch would be detected very early. It's the specific target that you'd have very little warning for.
If Russia launched one missile, they would track it till it landed to decide the appropriate response. If Russia launched 500 missiles, the response would be immediate and devastating. Either way, it makes no difference near or far. There is no escaping the consequences unless you moved into bunkers before launching.
If Putin was going to launch, the fucker would be in a bunker already. But I also presume informants would alert NATO as it was happening.
That's where body doubles come in. And Putin looks pretty generic for an elderly white guy.
Body doubles of 50 old shirtless pasty white guys riding horses.
Enough of this stuff, it's getting old. Russia says a lot of things.
Of course they do. And 99% is meant for internal consumption. He has to keep up his appearance of a strong and developed Russia. OFC, we know that is bullshit, but indoctrination can hit pretty hard.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.